beautiful woman sits on an old man's shoulder, but the old man can't see her. The woman is a succubus named Nancy. Nancy is a kind of demon that feeds on men's blood. She grants them talent, but the price is always their blood. The old man is a writer, but he hasn't been granted any talent. Nancy doesn't drink his blood either. She simply stays by his side, spending day after day with him. In the stories the old man writes, Nancy's presence can be felt. A long time ago, they met in a rose garden. The writer couldn't forget Nancy, but after that day, he never saw her again. As a vampire, Nancy's way of loving is to both consume and give, but she never did that with the writer, so she believed she didn't love him. One night, Nancy anxiously sought help from a wizard. The writer had slept all day and didn't wake up. She feared he was sick. The wizard, Yas, immediately saw that the man's life was nearing its end. Yas couldn't understand why Nancy hadn't taken the writer's life. Nancy had never intended to hurt him. That's why she never made a deal with him. She would rather remain invisible, wanting to live forever by his side. But for humans, being near a vampire weakens their life force. Just by staying close to him, Nancy was actually draining his life away. Nancy regretted it deeply, but it was too late. The writer's life had already reached its end, and the writer was ready to go. He felt there was nothing left to hold on to, except for one regret. He wished he could see the fairy in the rose garden again. After his wife passed away, he had lived aimlessly until he met Nancy in the rose garden. He always wanted to see her again. Ellie decided to use her magic to help them. There's a forbidden potion in the magical world called the fairy ointment. If you apply it to a human's eyelids, they can see fairies. Ellie worked tirelessly for 5 days, finally creating the fairy ointment. She gave it to Nancy, who applied it to the writer's eyelids. Finally, the writer could see Nancy.